Fuck it. Office probably hop on there.
Good. Good, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Good.
One more again.
Uno más. Rico.
One more again.
There you go.
Say it with your chest.
Right.
Shalom. God, we're going to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone that taught us the truth, that we well. Shalom to the elect that scattered through the four corners of the earth. All right, this is the Church of Philadelphia, back at it again, in the highways and the byways, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked-ass kingdom, right? And there's so much going on rapid, like I say, rapid fire. It's not going to be too long of a gradual step anymore. The Lord said you're going to speed up the time for the elect's sake. And that's why these elites are passing off these executive orders and these bills in a rapid speed. Because what? Revelation 12:12 says what? They know that they have for a short time. Right? Now they just shut down 40. Now they ain't shut it down, but they're limiting the flights in 40 airports in the U.S. So now they're regulating the airspace. I wonder why that is. Right? But also you got a lot of TSA workers, security workers, they're resigning, because a lot of frontline federal workers are not getting paid since this shutdown. So if you got to understand the trickle effect. If somebody's working a 9 to 5, a regular publican, that's not getting paid, they can't pay their bill. Okay, they might have a car note, they might have mortgage, they can't pay that. So now what? The landlord's not getting paid. That business is not getting paid. So now they can't pay their bills. So it's a domino effect, which is crippling the society from the inside out, just like they did in Rome, just like they did in Greece. And hey, a lot of Jakes, meaning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites, a lot of y'all are starting to see the bigger picture now. Now y'all starting to see everything that was already said to y'all a decade, from the apostles on down. Forget the EBT. That was just the beginning. That was just when they have like a sale in front of a store and they put it in green letters, lime green, like these bozos. That was just to get your attention. Now people are starting to see, now it's getting serious. Because that's the beginning of sorrows, and Yahweh Shah spoke about divisions amongst the people. And also, you can't fly now all of a sudden in the holiday season to visit your family. Now they taking away your benefits on your feast days, which the Lord said He will not smell and honor your feast days, because it's all pagan worship. You just got done with Halloween, the Day of the Dead, because a majority of people it's dead already. You know, so hey man,
So
you know,
this is the book of Second Ezra. Hold up, slide. It's the book of Second Ezra. Just give me this. That's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, starting at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 22. Back to what the brother said. It says, "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall no man be left to till the earth and to sow it."
right? You just had the UPS plane just crash. You know, you got a lot of the Amazon, UPS, federal workers that's just been laid off recently, because they say through history this has been the longest shutdown. You know, and a lot of people say it just might not open back up, which that makes sense if it doesn't open back up, and we hope it doesn't. You know, which is not really shut down because we still got to pay taxes, but they know what they do. It's problem, reaction, solution. You know, they're causing the problem. They're seeing the reaction of the people, right? And it's affecting the middle class workers as well. So don't get it twisted. You know? And then they're going to come with a solution, which there is no solution. The solution at the end of the day is what? All roads boil down to what? The MOTB. Because if there's no workers, security or cashiers or little workers like that, they're going to result to what? A new digital system, right? Look at the airports. People are resigning, so the only way you can fly or travel is through a way of that digital system, which they're using it as an ID first. You know, for your welfare, your social benefits, for the, you know. That's how they trickling it down to the people, though. You know,
and they don't care actually, because all this is for the movement of the digital age. You know, they don't want anybody in the supermarkets, right? What they got? They got now. You can ride around in your cart and put the food in the cart. Hey, the cart actually, when you drop it in, yeah, it gives you how much you owe.
Yeah.
They even weigh the fruit.
Yeah, when you the metal, because it got like the screen
right
on the cart.
In the cart, you put it in the cart. Digital. I've been there. Because, I went to that store.
You know, it's funny you said that, because before they had self-checkouts.
Right.
That's what. Self-checkout.
Right.
So now it's becoming a fourth industrial revolution.
Right. Because then with the cart, you just go through this it's almost like a portal.
So, because what?
Right. And then it takes from your account.
Because now when you're online,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, do you have a coupon or whatever, your number, your email?
Right. Oh, they want all your information now.
It, you know?
Yeah.
But now, they don't have to ask you that no more.
Right.
Now it's like once you walk in, once you walk out.
Link to your account.
And you got the facial recognition,
right.
You got the ID.
Everything's linked now. Interconnectivity. That's why they want to interconnect your body with the MO to the T to the B.
That's that B system, yeah.
Right.
Just to back up what you were saying, as far as plain situation, and also what you were saying as far as The markets, there's certain places is about to be unsealed.
Wow.
It's in Second Ezra 16 and 26. It says, "The grape shall ripen, and who shall tread it? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice."
Right? You're not gonna be able to travel, whether it's state to state, whether it's overseas, international flights. You know what I mean? You got lines. I mean lines that circulating the block 3 times. You know?
Good brother. Good, brother. Thanks, appreciate it. Hey man, and they already did that with they already did that. You know what I'm saying? With appreciate you. They already did that with the C to the V to the ID, right? I already did that. That was a test run.
And you see also people's tensions are starting to rise over just by EBT benefit. People are talking about, that's just the adversary. But people are talking about already robbing them. People that come out with the carts in the parking lot. And nothing really happened like that yet. And these are the mindset of these people.
Or they put it out there so it can happen.
Right,
They want it to happen.
And now you got Walmarts and big box businesses talking about we're not opening our doors up.
Right.
So now they have different task force. And that's another thing. Trump polluting these different task force, quick task force throughout all the 50 states. He just permitted different task force in all 50 states for whether it's looting, for whether it's you got the ICE, whether it's whatever. So people are feeling the pressure from below, above, pressure from below.
And what they say, Ray Charles can even see the MOT to the B.
So what would
What's
that?
happening?
So what would that cause? Lawlessness. People's gonna start reacting off of impulse. It's gonna be lawlessness. So to take away the old laws, which they have been doing, is to bring in the new laws, a reset. But in order for that, they have to have chaos.
Right.
To bring in what? A new set of order. That's why you got this mayor, this fucking mayor, Mamdani, that just won in New York, which he's a Muslim, so to speak. He's an Indian, right? So now he's taking away rights for people to buy cigarettes, to buy certain liquor, things like that. So now you have restrictions starting to be brought,
Hey man, he was saying he was talking to Trump
God.
as far as like the immigration shit goes.
Turn it, yeah.
He was like, he told Trump to turn the volume up.
Turn
He
the
was like,
volume.
"Yo, I'm an immigrant." So he's like, New York is still going to be ran by immigrants. He's something like, damn. So you starting to see the sedition, civil unrest.
All right.
This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? You see, what's that show, Walking Dead? They pretty much give you that scenario in there where they running their own little zone of community or whatever. So they're not regarding the kings, princes. The king will be the president. You got the princes, the governors, the mayors, like people in that type of position. Basically.
They're not going to care. They're not going to regard the laws that's being passed.
But they showed you that with that insurrection down in D.C. The first time Trump was in office, when they raided, what was that, the Capitol building?
Yeah.
So they were showing, that was just a preview of what's to come.
Right.
That's why Trump was saying his first term, he was like, "This is the quiet before the storm." So he kept asking, "What do you mean by that?" He kept doing that dumbass smile.
Right.
But yeah, man, it's about, and then like being with the snap. I just heard Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, he just said they're supposed to resume SNAP payments for Pennsylvania. So
Oh, next week. Yeah,
that's
I
a
heard
bunch
about
of
that.
bullshit. I want this shit to
That's-
stop.
But that'll just be. That's like putting a Band-Aid
Right,
on a gash.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just music to the people's ears.
And what you,
Everything will go back to normal.
yeah,
This is another one too. This was saying
And we don't hold the copyright to this music.
right,
Fair use, fair use.
it said 2 Ezra 15 and 17. It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Huh? And you gotta think about it, like you have a lot of industries being shut down because they can't pay their bills to the higher ups. And then a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. Not only that, you're not going to be able to just travel, but you're going to have certain restrictions to travel. Because things might open back up, but then when it opens back up, and if you don't got the qualifications, hey, you considered as a stranger to that land. It don't matter if you was born in the U.S. You can't put past that line. You know?
Understand, like when you go on vacation now, I think with the travel ban, so to speak, like if you're an American citizen, they're basically saying that you can't come back into the country.
Yeah.
So, like with certain restrictions.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then like if you're here, you can't leave out.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why the scriptures say, watch as well as pray. And that's why we're bringing these things out, because we see
Watch it.
the devil and all his cunning trickery, right? And that's why the scriptures say, if Satan be against Satan, and what some of you people are missing is what happened on election day. A whole lot of Democrats are now being elected, right? So now it's Satan against Satan.
That's right. Trump.
Nobody really bringing that out, but Trump was hot. You know?
They're the ones that's not. They don't want to go with like that. It's
Right.
basically it's
Yeah.
like
It's a house divided.
Yeah, House divided. Satan against Satan.
WWF shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
when they on screen, they hate each other. You know what Hulk Hogan, what was his name? He used to fight Randy Couture.
Oh, Ric Flair.
Yeah, he talked to me
Yeah.
and James. You know, brother. Like, they was going at each other. But like on camera.
Yeah.
But back scene, behind the scenes, that's friends.
Yeah, right.
Go out, eat dinner, know each other, kids and all that shit, man.
Like, because America's what? They just announced it. $36 trillion in debt, and then some.
Right,
That's just what they're telling us.
right.
But they're not going to be able to pay all their debt off.
And they don't need to, because they're gonna go to war.
How would they do that? By changing the legislation, the policies with their allies.
Right.
They're changing their agreement, so to speak. Because the ones that make the rules break them.
And why do you think they're going into Venezuela and for that oil? Right?
You know?
They ain't going into Venezuela to stop no nickel diamond drug trafficking. Right? Yeah, calm. And what's that African country that they talking about going into because they persecuting Christians? Oh, they got oil reserves over there.
Yo, remember that Dave Chappelle? When he was doing the Black Bush, he was like, "Yeah, man, we going in for that oil." Hey, yo, he was making jokes about it, but he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the resources. That's what Esau. That's what Esau does.
Right.
He goes after the land for the resources.
It's the harbinger of death.
That's what they do. They go around the whole earth trying to conquer and devour it. You know, it says what that he doesn't. Damn, it's rough and prayer for him. He don't sit at home like something like that.
Oh, he's not satisfied?
Yeah.
He enlarges his own.
God.
That's where you get that song from Meek Mills.
You wake up in this bed
I want it all.
and meditate.
No, I'm trying.
That's Esau. They know that.
Right.
That's the characteristic of
Yeah.
Esau.
He's insatiable. He cannot be satisfied.
Right, and that shows you the spirit that
Right.
these elites are in.
Yeah.
What the scripture says in Job, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So, if they're owning one of the greatest lands, and across the seas, and
Right.
have fucking military bases throughout the world, that's the wicked committing all this witchcraft, the sorcery, changing the narratives, making they've been doing that since the ancient times. The Renaissance, they changed the narrative of who the real prophets are, who's not. You know, where did the truth come from, and where they doing it now. You know, but now you see, Jake is starting to, everything is being exposed. Everything's coming to light.
Hey, and it's so exposed. I don't know if y'all seen this, but one of the brothers brought it out. I can't remember who it was watching this video, but Ham said they showed Ham feeding the children, right? And the mother said, listen, you eat all your food because you got babies starving over there in America. I said, yeah. Yo, it's a video. It went viral.
Damn.
Yo, it's a video going viral. Yeah.
No, but she's not lying.
Yeah.
She's not lying.
But remember, it was the reverse. 50 years ago, you see all them videos of them Hamites.
So they look at,
Right, so now the Hamites is flipping it. Right.
Just 10 cents.
Right. Right. So I said, wow.
That's the scripture back.
Book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against God? It's Book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man.
That wine is talking about his philosophy. This is basically his philosophy is the democracy, what they try to put on the whole world, and that's what Esau is doing. He's transgressing, like it tells, I believe that's in Revelation. It tells about all the nations got drunk off the wine.
Rather his his indignation.
So all the nations,
the whole world.
The nations is mad at Babylon. Nero, 47. He's not making it any better. All he's doing, he's creating a lot of enemies. The ones Obadiah, right? He said those the ones that was at the Confederacy. They deceived.
Hey, and that's why you got all these other countries kicking Americans out. And even before that, they didn't like them when they went to visit their lands.
right?
All the time. This has been since the beginning.
A young kind. And then, right? Because you got to think like America, Babylon the Great, they get a majority of their exports, whether it's clothes, whether it's this or that, it's overseas. So now the people that came over here to open a business get $20,000, $40,000 grants just to open a business because they came from, I mean? Now they leaving back. They're like, yo, this is not gonna last. Like we see what's coming.
American dreams,
So now, what's that scripture? Brother could get it how they shall now when you look upon him and says, this is the man that ruled the world, because now America's becoming a laughing stock to the whole world. Which that's why the Lord reminded your ass, nigga, you came from the cliffs of the mountains.
Right.
Y'all been the basis of men. He just allowed y'all to retain the fatness of the earth. Why? Because Jacob went off. Because Adam went off. That's the only reason why. But the Lord had to do it like that. Because what? The scripture tells you in the book of Esdras, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So that's why in Ecclesiastes it says what? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. That's why we want all hell to break loose. You got people looking at us. Oh, why y'all want death? Why y'all want pain? Why y'all want this person? Because we know what's coming after it.
Well, if they
You know?
had any sense, though, they would know how did Edomites conquer America?
Through what? Bloodshed,
Through war.
rape, robbed, and murder.
Right. How did they get their independence from England? Through war, death, and destruction. How you think we're going to get our kingdom back? Through war.
Right.
You got it, brother. You hear it, brother? Right? And that's how we're going
That's
to
right.
take the kingdom. We're going to take. They didn't say we're going to take the kingdom.
That's
What
Hey.
good.
the scriptures tell you? It said the Lord is a man of war.
Right.
How is his name?
Yeah.
That's how Yahweh Shah's coming back. Matter of fact, read that real quick, sis.
Cap.
This is back with going into the debt America had. Got that debt.
Y'all be
We got a
Jake.
thing called the U.S. debt clock. And going back to the first Great Depression, that's when you got your birth certificates and your Social Security codes. That's how America said that they was going to pay back this debt. And the debt,
No, brother, brother,
was through the debt. Well, that's how America said they borrowed all that money from China. China was like, how you going to pay us this money back? And it was like through our citizens. That's why when you look at your Social Security card or your birth certificate, you got those numbers on there. On the top right hand corner on your birth certificate, I think it's the top right. But it's a bank account. It's basically a bank account. You know? And that's when you're born, you actually got money, but they're not going to allow you to take that money out. They'll lock your ass.
Yeah, well, unless you know you're born in bondage.
That cut exactly. Yup.
Yeah.
Yup.
You're your
now.
property.
Yeah, cut.
That's where nations get their wealth through property.
Property,
Right?
Like,
Hey, that's the riches, the real wealth.
They call us goyim,
Yeah,
useless eaters. We're slaves. That just proves that we're we're
right,
servants.
right.
We gotta work to make this society to function
Mhm.
like a hamster wheel. You know? But if we don't, everything stops. But now that's why they're trying to do away with that. Because they can't pay it back, but they're using us in a way just like cattle, right? When they used to mark the cattle, they used to brand them. You know, they'll put a burnt mark on certain horses and cows, just like they did with the people. So you know, if they try to run away, what slave owner owned him, or what area he was supposed to be at, right? So now they're doing that now in the sense of what the MOTB. That's why they know they know they're not going to pay that back.
Right.
You know, we're the majority making this place function as normal. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
and that's
once
why they
take
got to
the
keep tabs
benefits
on.
away, that's how they're gonna create that new order by having us go against each other, and then they bring in that out with the old in with the new,
All right.
so to speak, order out of chaos.
But hey, that's how they think about us, right? They have to keep track of us, and they can do it right now through your phone, through your laptop, right? Through your credit card, right? Your smart TV.
Your Social Security, whatever job
Yeah.
you go to, whatever.
Well, Social Security, that's the brand. They done branded you right there. Because in order for you to even get credit, right, you got to give them your Social Security number.
Right.
You can't open up a bank account without that Social Security number. So they're tracking you and knowing your every move right now. The RFID chip is just going to make it even easier, more convenient for them. There's nothing to do with our convenience. It's more convenient for them.
Right. So they trying to make it putting pressure
Yeah.
onto the masses.
Yeah.
So now, when they can't work or take a flight or pay their rent, now what? These elites, they're gonna businesses, they're gonna dangle that carrot
Right.
in front of the rabbits, and they're all gonna hop onto
Right.
it. You know?
You said, right? You said they track your social security number, right?
Yeah.
So I just Googled this. I asked what year did the first social security cards start to come out, right? So it said the first social security cards were issued in 1936,
Mm.
with the process beginning in mid-November. Damn, like right around the time.
Mm.
It says they were distributed through local post offices, which were designated as typing centers for the cards. It says the Social Security Board used the U.S. Postal Service to handle the distribution of application forms and assignment of the first numbers. Within 3 months, 25 million numbers have been issued. The first official Social Security record was established by John David Sweeney Jr.
Yeah, within 3 months. That's a lot.
So just
Just like-
imagine with the MOT to the bit.
That's how you get
Right.
it.
Way more convenient for them. Yeah. Way more convenient.
It's like, look, they have, when we first came over here to slavery, it wasn't no social security card.
Right.
Birth certificates. They kept documents of who we were.
Right.
The man child, female child, all that. Adults and children, right? Babies are.
Right. Right. And then after that, you gotta think, right? Because in the early 70s, that's when the barcode was created. With the lines 666 to track down throughout the, you know what I mean? I forget who what's his name. But I know it was either in early 70s, late, I know it was in the 70s.
I got you.
But
It said the first barcode was patented in 1952 by Norman.
52.
It says by Norman Joseph Goodman and Bernard Silver. However, it took until 1974 for the first item. A pack of Wrigley's chewing gum to be scanned in a retail environment at a Marsh supermarket in New York. We're not Muslim, bro. I'm tired of y'all, man. We're not Muslim, man. I'm tired of y'all.
right, to be scanned. Cause yo, what?
Smart shit.
Cause everybody that got that jump shot. Right now, they're talking about setting up these radiation towers. You know, which that's like you being scammed. You know,
Oh shit! Check this out.
just like with the social credit system, that's what they're implementing. You know, because that's all gonna lead to what the Fed now, the universal basic income, the CBDC. You know,
Yeah.
because World War III, everything is happening. As the Lord is setting up the stages for World War III for a reason, just to keep it right there until the digital system is in place. Because in reality, all these other kings of the earth, they down with that digital system. They acting like they're against it. No, a lot of them are really down with it.
Yeah, and nobody acting against it either. That's a digital race. It's a race going on right now.
It's a digital
Yeah,
system.
hey.
Yo, you know what? It was this chick.
Huh?
I see the video. I shared it with a couple of brothers, but it was a Jake. He got the Neuralink. I think first when he first got it, it was like, I think for like exercise purposes. But now he's saying through progression with that Neuralink, he can move a mouse without just by looking at it. You know what I'm saying? He can move a mouse, and on top of that, he said he could download data like a computer. That's basically what they're trying to do. And I remember I read a book a while back. Like, this is when I first started coming into the truth. I read a book called The Proof of the Illuminati, right? And basically what that book was, it was they trying to make a super soldier basically. And they want to go back like to ancient Babylon. That's what they compare it to. But ancient Babylon was the longest running kingdom, you know, golden era. But so they wanted to, like, if a soldier was in combat and he got his arm shot off or whatever, it'd go right back. know? So they on some Terminator shit,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
But that's basically what it is. They just want to make an ultimate warrior, and they used a whole bunch of Bible scriptures in this book.
All right. Hey, it's funny that you said that because about 2 days ago, Musk was at some conference and he said just that. He said we want to merge man and machine.
Yeah, that's all they doing.
I ain't saying it now.
But see, and
He
it's
actually
crazy.
said that.
Yeah,
Watch
man,
that conference
crazy
video.
because and I didn't even see that. That's
Who was he?
Elon Musk.
Oh, you said Elon.
But you know,
Yeah.
he with that Tesla. That's a fucking computer.
Well, they just gave him $1 trillion buyout. His board,
God damn,
$1 trillion.
that's crazy.
Which he's down with. She's
I would
down
say
with.
that's
She's
wrong.
down with Kill Gates,
Right.
which we know the agenda of that.
Yeah. But he said basically, it's about merging man with machine.
Matter of fact, I got a precept real quick to back you up. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him, verse 9, 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 9, says, even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all powers and signs and lying wonders. Right? How they coming with the lying wonders? Right? Through their technology. Through their Project Blueprint, through their however the AI system.
Oh, shit, yeah,
So because that's because they trying to be like the Most High. That AI system is nothing but a fucking what was that called? What they brought out during the Twin Towers collapse? It was the Patriot Act, which was to digitalize and monitorize,
that's
because they
crazy.
want to cause a false to usher in and give a reason to the masses why they're bringing in this technology.
Right.
That's heavy you said that too, bro. Because the digital that was an attack
False
on
miracles, man.
yeah, that was an attack on the economy basically. The World Trade Center. That's where all the trees goes out from that building. So then you said the digital. So it's all this stuff has been in it's an agenda that they have.
Yeah.
They got their date set up and everything. Well, we're going to bring this out at this time.
Yeah.
We're going to roll this out at this time. So they basically know what's going on. Well, with their agenda, but the Lord also has an agenda, which we know about.
Right, and that's why it speaks about powers. It says in the working, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. Did not the scripture say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked? All right, well, process of elimination. Who the fuck is the wicked that's only taking the oil, taking the land? The majority of the earth takes up the same treaties and philosophies of America, the great melting pot. The philosophies of Rome, Greece, Babylon, Egypt. Who is that? It says what? Powers and signs and lying wonders. Did they not lie about the landing on the moon? Do they not lie to the people with creating a narrative with the social media, with the news outlets, right? Trying to play victim, causing these, treaties always good as convenient. Never trust thine enemy. Scriptures tell you that in the book of Sirach. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Right? I believe that was Paul that stated that to the church of Corinth. When you get that in the NLT, it says what? We're not ignorant of what? His evil schemes. So what are the evil schemes? You got to know the psychology of pattern. It's the Lord changes not. So he created Satan. The evil, they have not changed not. Because what? Throughout every kingdom, they were destroyed from the inside out. The economy, riots, they try and play like the Most High. But now, they're trying to create these evil wonders through their technology, trying to deceive even the very elect, as the scriptures say. Because people's going to believe in that, that's the Most High. They might hear frequencies in their ears from all throughout the four corners of the earth from their own gods. And think that that's their God calling upon them. But no, it ain't like that. It's not.
Give me Isaiah 40:31. just to go back on touching on what we were talking about, what you said, Elon Musk mentioned,
Yeah.
they're trying to basically make man a machine, make man a machine. You know? But the same thing, and that's why I'm bringing this scripture out now, is because we gotta wait on the Lord for those things. You know? We're going to get our strength removed, so we're not going to Esau for his technology. You know, they're putting a foreign thing inside of your body. You know, that object doesn't belong inside of your body. He wasn't born with that shit. You know, so basically all that, like we talking about branding and everything, that's all they're doing is branding. They want to mark you to say that you belong to them. You know, but this time it's going to be that C to the two, you know, MOT to the B.
It's the final item.
Ah.
To see it.
What's that? Omnipresent or omnipresent?
Yeah, omnipotent.
Where they trying to be
Oh,
everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's full control.
And remember, just like with those fraternities and Greek sororities, they brand your arm and shit. Give you that brand, so you be like, oh, this the fraternity that you belong to. So Esau's going to do that with the MOT to the big. Once you get that, you belong to him. There's no hope for you after that.
You allowed him to
Said that's your God.
Yeah.
penetrate in you. So now y'all become one. If you know.
You said Isaiah 40 and what?
I started.
You said Isaiah 30? 40? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 28. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting power, Yahweh, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding.
Damn.
He gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength.
And yo, and that's what they're trying to do. That's all he said, like the brother said. They said they would want to be like the Most High. So they're doing these, I guess you could say, miracles. Because people that's blind, they can put that neural link in that brain, and they can see. You know? Or they might have have a limb missing, and they get the new limb, and that thing in your mind allow you to move. You know, like you have people who's paralyzed, and they put that neural link in them. The motherfuckers got up and started walking, but they had to learn how to walk again. You know, but they was walking. So that's a miracle that they're trying to. I guess how you say that they're trying to do, basically. Tell everybody, tell the world, like, oh, look at us.
And they go back to the scriptures. When Yahushua made the lame man be able to walk, right? The blind man be able to see. They say get that neural link. We can turn your blindness into what you can see.
Yahushua wasn't going around chilling motherfuckers.
Right.
Yo, you want to see, brother? Let me give you this shit.
Right.
And it's heavy your brothers both said that because that's how they try to play like the Most High.
Right.
Because they was given that sword, the technology, the smiths, to create these things, to deceive, because it's not meant for everybody to get it. So now they're gonna try to deceive people to protect the skies, the A faucet. Matter of fact, it was Ronald Reagan, I believe in the 80s, in the late 80s, where he was talking about bringing all the
Countries together. Yeah.
For invasion, outside invasion. And they trying to do that now.
Yeah. He said, will we not all come together if there was an alien invasion?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
That's a false move. That's a false shit. But that just shows you how. Because you even have something called HARP. I believe HARRP. Or HAARP. However you spell it, but it's a military weapon where they can control the weapon towards another country and make it seem like it was natural. So that's when they come in and try to give aid to make it seem like they, That's why we can't be ignorant of sin's devices, man. You know?
And I don't listen. If the Lord is giving you spiritual eyesight, you'll know, because Esau is so proudful that what did he do 30 years ago? He put what's happening today in the movies.
Yeah, that's right.
Just go back to a movie that he created. What's happening now is what he showed you 30 years ago in a movie. That's how proud he is.
What they call that
Predictive program.
predictive program.
Yeah.
So that ain't nothing new.
No. So they playbook is real. They plan things out 30 years at a time.
And people look at it like, oh, it's just entertainment.
Right.
Are you not entertained? It's not about it. You know?
It says, he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up the wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint.
That's what Esau is trying to do on the left hand side. Via that seal, that program, Elon Musk, man. Because all she is, he's just a mad scientist of computers. They want to link that technology with your body. That's crazy. But you just see what the scripture said, man. Wait on the Lord. He's going to give you all that. He's going to be a mount of wings like eagles and fly. And you see, Esau, they got this it's like a jetpack, but they could fly. It's like a single jump. Man could fly through the sky and shit. Right? But see, that's Esau with the technology shit. Esau's on some Batman shit, basically. You know, and in Israel, well, the elect are going to get those powers like Superman. You know? And Superman ain't have no goddamn chip or nothing. That Batman had all type of devices and shit. You know? He had a device for damn everything. Superman just was naturally given to him. You know? That's what we're waiting for. We want those naturally given powers. We already have it.
Right.
The Lord just has to open it up. You know.
Right. Just
you
like
see with Peter. You know, when he walked on the book, when he looked at Yahweh. You see Samson. Look at how many men he slaughtered with the jawbone of an ass. Man. That's crazy. He made an ass out of him. You know, and then you had
King David.
Yeah, King David slaughtered all
12. You know what I mean? You got the 12. But even when Yahweh Shah was performing those miracles that came from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, even the people that didn't believe, it don't matter what they say. Yo, you could perform something right now in front of somebody, and they'll be like, oh, he did that from Satan.
Right.
No, nigga, y'all gonna believe in those false miracles through the technology which came from Satan. Because the scripture said even Satan can come as an angel of light. Meaning what? Glamorous. So, oh shit. Oh, you attached to that. That's what you're drawn to. Because you love this world. So that's the miracles you believe in. So at that time, when Yahweh Shah actually healed the man through the spirit, at that time they believed in other gods and others. So they looked at him like, oh, he did it from Satan.
Hey.
Oh, because they gonna do that now.
Well, just look at Moses and Aaron, right? They threw down their rod, snake. What did the magicians do? What did the sorcerers do? Yeah, you know, right? Right? So, hey.
That's all you got?
Right, yeah.
You see, in the Lord, that's how you go, man. You can't go against the Lord. Because that one snake swallowed the both of them.
Right.
So, like, he saw all these the enchantments.
And
it goes back to Egypt, Rome, Greece, Babylon, they always was in the Chaldeans, they was heavy in the witchcraft. You know? Heavy. That's what the Chaldeans were known for. Witchcraft.
Which is one of the wisest men of Esau, Edom. Yeah, because if you think about it, that's why these elites, the Rothschilds, the Bilderbergs, the Abraham, the Rock, you know, they know prophecy, right? Just like when Yahweh sent Yahweh and the angels to bring these plagues, the frogs, the blood water, the locusts, the 10 plagues. There's plagues happening now around the world, but they trying to make it seem like it's a natural disaster. It's this, is that.
Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? Well, hey, the Lord is about to harden their heart to show, like, you know, you got the blood moon, you got the eclipse. These are signs, these are wonders that we know that the Lord always sent out to know we're at the end of that specific kingdom, of that specific captivity. But now it's going to happen to where we've never seen it before. It's going to be everything we read in the scriptures is going to be in one great melting pot now. All the cannibalism we read, all the blood moons we read, all the wars, all of that we read. Everything is going to happen to its fullest extent.
All hell is going to break loose.
Back in 70 AD.
Kind of.
When you go into Deuteronomy, it talks about the women and the children. They did that already. That shit happened, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, ain't no new thing under the sun. All hell will break loose.
As a matter of fact, I just seen a video probably on my phone from brother Amalan Kabar, and he said, will all hell break loose in 2026? And it's looking like
there we go. All hell will break, right? That's the spirit. Yeah.
Lord willing, man.
Lord.
Well, what you said earlier about you said, so we not all come together and fight against it. It's second Ezra 13. And I'm gonna start at verse 29. It says, behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, one realm against another. So that's the spirit world. You're going to see the spirit world when Yahweh shall come back, crack that sky. A lot of people don't believe that.
Right.
I was talking to this lady, she telling me she don't believe that that's going to happen. I'm like, you don't got to believe it.
Yeah. Whether you're here or forbear.
Yeah, that lets me know that you're not part of the elect.
Yeah.
You know? You have elect women, but obviously you're not part of that.
Not too many.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but more women going to be saved than men because we going to be running through them. You know, because you got the 144,000, and we're going to have these women so we can repopulate the earth. Those women be a part of it.
And it may not be you, Eve. You're a woman from other nations.
We're going to have them all.
Right.
But see, that's you know why? Because they're gonna believe it when they actually start seeing the men of the Lord not being touched by everything going on.
And then
divine intervention. Oh, they gotta be the men. Can we call ourselves after them?
Hey, what does the scripture say? Thy people shall be willing to dare thy power.
Yeah, yo, come. Yo.
Then you got like we've been seeing chariots sighting. That's how you know the Lord's going to crack this goddamn sky open.
Yeah.
You know, you saying that and you still don't believe like something wrong with you.
Right.
Even the Navy believe that the chariot, they trying to shoot them.
Exactly.
Hey, and while all hell breaking loose, what the French Montana say? What's his song?
I ain't worried about that.
That's what the men of Lord always say.
But see, even the Navy, even the
That was
Navy.
that joke from on the way. I ain't got no worries.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's what men of the Lord going to do. All this shit going to be happening around.
Who's the ones getting fed?
Yeah.
You know, because God tells you that, you know what, Isaiah 14, I think it's 12, that says they shall be weary in their enchantments. Merely paraphrasing. So now these elites, they getting weary.
Yeah.
Because everything that they've been trying to hide, cover up, it's coming out. It's coming out.
Lifted up that skirt.
So now the only thing they could do is what? Come down with great force.
Yeah.
Why? Because they have a short time. You know, but once you come down on force, with your great force, that's when the Most High is going to come down.
Yeah, you're going to set a standard against you as soon as you're about to fill your belly. As saying Job.
So back in 2 Ezra 13, and 32. It says in the time, in the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, And the sign shall happen which I shewed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle. She was saying, leave the battle. They have one against another, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting. You know, so that's what the brother said. When they're World War III, it's gonna be like full force in the middle of that shit.
Right.
They're gonna be getting it in. You're gonna see them chariots come, the Lord's chariot. They're gonna, oh shit.
Right.
Yo, let's stop fighting each other. We gotta fight that. You know? Because and they say that. Matter of fact, that movie, well, it was a broadcast. So when the radios first came out, right back, and I forgot what year that was. But people in the homes, they used to only have radios. So they would gather around the radio and listen to like the shows. Like now you got the television, where people could watch that. They used to gather around and listen. So they had it was a show called War of the Worlds. And them people thought that shit really happened. Was going on. It was supposed to be an alien invasion of Babylon. And they was like, as a matter of fact, they got a show. It's a movie called The War of the Worlds. Where they get that from?
Yeah.
They got it from there. Steven Spielberg can tell you that. You know, when he came across the apostles, and he told him, he said, Steven Spielberg said to be a top movie executive in Hollywood, he said, you gotta know the scripture. He said, you gotta know the Bible. And it's like, why is that? It's like, because if you can't come up with a story, the Bible got to put it up.
Right.
But the Bible stories is real. You know?
Right.
But it says, verse 35, it says, but he shall stand upon the top of the Mount Zion. The sign shall come and shall be shewed to all men, being prepared and building, like as thou sawest the hill bigger with our hands. So he saw the hill bigger with our hands. So the hill bigger with our hands. That's what the tradition that's going to come up. Get a new fucking car. Good, man. So you're going to see this up and coming war. That's when the Lord's going to come back. And deliver the son right here. It's delivering his men.
Beam me up.
That's right.
Lord willing, we be that number.
Me up, Scotty.
Right.
I can show you body.
Hey, beautiful brother Magan is in the building. Shalom, Magan. Yeah. But
yeah, you got it. Revelation 21 instead
Chop.
hurry up, get to the top off. Matter of fact, they had military vehicles out there for Philadelphia. Why the doctor look like Lehigh had? They was riding there.
let's say shop style.
Chop style.
Chasing somebody. Yeah, they chasing somebody. Yeah, they gonna need ass.
Light out. That beam out.
Them damn stolen cars.
I got a precept out there.
God, the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 1.
Good.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
And that's right. That's what's going to happen. A new heaven. Right. This heaven and this going past. It's a lot of activity going on.
Oh, God.
A lot of judgment A lot of judgment going on.
Ah,
Yeah, this earth is going to pass away, but the earth is still going to be there. It's never going. The Lord is never going to completely destroy the earth. All right, because He made it for our sins. What He's going to do, He's going to renew it. All right, to the purge of the great fire, we got to cleanse it.
it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh Bashmel Shai out of heaven.
Right, see that? And yo, that's when the elect, like the elect one get beamed up. But it said that you're gonna be on that sea of glass, looking down at the destruction of this place. Okay? Once this place is destroyed completely, they'll come back to do what? The root. It said that root, that city. What is that city? What is it talking about? It's not talking about a name. Right, coming out the sky, because we got some people that really believe that shit. Oh yeah, because it's going to be a new city coming out the sky. You know, like it's a new piece of land or something.
China's gonna rule again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
that city is something out there that's going to come back down here to this place.
In our new holy
And what it means?
bodies.
That's right. There you go.
No?
That's right. That's a perfect point, baby.
Yeah, because it starts with the men that's on the earth now.
That's right.
Because what in the Lord's Prayer it speaks about how was done in the heavens going to be
As it's done in earth. Yeah.
The kingdom of heaven is going to be done on earth, which the Lord is doing that now with the third temple, which is of men.
Oh shit!
You know, which is Esau is trying to infiltrate that third temple, which is like they did with the first and the second, but they can't do that now.
That's Trump.
You know what I mean? And how he's doing that? By taking the laws and soon incarceration and even to death. You know? But once he does that, once he touches his men, then the Lord has to intervene. Like,
That's all she
yo,
wrote.
that's like a man, that's like your man, like yo, that's like your you got a wife, virgin wife, you know what I mean? She go to the store. You see her, she getting touched. You gonna intervene like no, the Lord is not gonna let his people keep getting touched anymore.
Right.
Primarily his elect, man. You know? The
Yeah.
Lord is about to show his power. Because now he's letting Esau show his power. The Lord is allowing Satan and Esau to show their power. Right? Because they're great in number, you know? But now he don't need too much in number. He's dealing with the underdogs.
They out here. They out here.
Somebody. It must have got.
Yeah, they out
Yeah, because
here.
you hear the chopper pack.
Right.
He probably going to that city.
Yeah.
It's a moment,
And it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh Bashim Rashai out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And that's how you know what that holy city represents, the people. Because we are the Lord's woman.
That's right. Yep.
So
Exactly.
if you go into it, you know, adorned, you know, prepared as a bride adorned for a husband, that's us. You know? As simple as that.
That's right. Yep. And it said new, like the brother said, new bodies. You're going to be renewed. That's the new part. It's how you got the moon. Different phases of the moon. So it comes to what? The new moon.
Right. It's a new
So
Hey.
it's renewed.
New
So,
season.
yeah, so we're going to be renewed and it said that holy city.
Ah,
John saw it. John the brother, he saw that. And he saw those men coming up. Just like he saw he said he saw the men that was beheaded. You know, that stood so stiffly for the Lord's name. Ezra saw that as well. He saw Yahweh Shah crown the men. He said, "Who is this guy? Like, who is this man? It's crowned." You know?
Right.
He said, "That's the Son of Man."
Right.
So that's the father of what the son. Yahweh Shah. I mean, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah. You know?
Right. Yeah, and that's the real restoration. To be restored. Just like You go to a restaurant, you know, you're hungry, you eat. You go to the store, this restaurant, to eat. And I got this from the Apostle Tahar. You know, there was a word for it, I forget off top right now, but that's the real restoration. The only way they could pay us back is through their blood, man.
That's it.
I know fucking 40 acres of a mule, like they said
Right.
in the early centuries ago, 6 years ago. No, we're not. No. Now the Lord's changing the new thing. And if I may, I got a precept to back you up, brother.
Come.
In the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, and verse, I'm going to start at 11, the point is at 13. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we according to the promise, verse 13. Nevertheless, we according to his promise, look for a new heaven and
New earth.
a new earth,
We're righteous.
wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah.
You know?
Righteous to be right.
Right.
Right,
But this place ain't right.
right, because that's why the majority is going to go left.
Right.
Hey, and just to back you up, brother, pass it back to you in terms of that blood. There's the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Right, okay.
And the whole world knows that.
John,
Or even these heathenistic countries, they know
Yeah.
that.
John.
You know?
Damn.
Hey, and that's why Yahushua said, hey, bring him before me and slay him if you don't. Hey, slay him.
Yeah.
Old and young. Right?
Slay him utterly.
Hey.
Because what? Did not Joshua do that? When he conquered the land, when he went to the promised land,
Right.
did he not put all the kings' necks underneath his knee?
That's right.
You know, and they were heathen kings. Because Joshua was with the first Savior, so to speak. But he wasn't the anointed,
John.
you know? But now the Redeemer of this time is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the anointed. That's going to redeem us. That's going to buy us back. Because we're in debt through our blood. But guess what, Esau? You in debt too. Because just like when they make our people sacrifice themselves for money, riches, and clothes, they got to sign it with blood, with their blood. When their time is up, they die by blood. They get sacrificed. Same thing Esau is going to be done with. You know, because they did everything through their witchcraft source. Does not the scripture say you're supposed to burn a witch? Let not a witch live? Right? That's what they do. That's how they live. Through the left-hand side. You know, through Baal. It's not Trump building a tower of Baal right next to the White House right now. They calling it the ballroom. BAAL room. Which is they're trying to build that third temple. They're not building that third temple, man. You know?
That's how I know they ain't the real people. Because they think it's a building.
Right.
It's the myth.
Come.
Word is born.
And so what? So what if you do build a third temple? So what?
It ain't going to be the real team.
Right.
It ain't gonna be like that.
So what?
Yeah, God.
Rabbi said 600
That's
stars.
it, not good.
That temple came from Timor.
Right. Hey, and that temple gonna feel that fire too.
That was
This is going back to what you said earlier about how
You said Isaiah 60.
63 servers. and also going into the blood and all that. You know, but their blood is required. Guess who's going to come through? Where we about to live.
This book of Isaiah, chapter 63, verse 1.
Good.
Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Man. And it ain't talking about no dye like they
Chada.
yeah,
Chada, this red shirt.
That dyed garment is y'all blood. So that's going to be the 2/3 and you damn other nations.
Right.
You know?
Whether you like it, believe it, understand it, or not.
Listen, who's this that come from Edom with dyed garments? Basra,
Yeah.
you know?
Get ready to be Obadiah.
That's right. Go come. He said, Obadiah.
Yeah.
But
no.
does it not say, he that killeth with the sword
Must be killed with the sword.
That's right. And that's a blessing.
And
Yeah.
this sword is going to be through a righteous sword.
Yeah.
Not the same way Esau kills people. No, the Lord's coming with the angelic forces. You know what I'm saying? To laser this place with the Heavenly Father, with the Heavenly fire.
Oh, well, that's second.
That's what? That's
Hey, say you're going to be melt. Standing.
Yahweh's in the midst of the Father. Really paraphrasing?
Said their eyes so melting their whole
Right.
God.
That's not the same fire that was. But that's not. 'Cause I was talking about the fire today. That's not the same fire as it was in Sodom and Gomorrah. No. What they got, you know, because it wasn't missiles back then. Is what I mean.
They go protect the saying
with this
about it, the intensity of the heat.
Yeah, that laser.
That was in Sodom and Gomorrah and the surrounding cities.
Yeah.
As the intensity that's going to be in a nuclear warhead.
It is going to be.
Because the Lord gave him, gave him that technology. Like you can tell that by Oppenheimer. But he made the atomic bomb.
Yeah.
You know, so that technology, though they
No, it
didn't
is.
have,
It is. That's what I meant to say.
but you
It is.
didn't have missiles back then. The angels was doing
Right.
with that concentrated heat. But it's the same. It's going to be that intense because they're going to come back and do the same thing again. Right here in Babylon, they destroy this piece. You know, like matter of fact, I jumped down, but if you go in the second Ezra, the 13th chapter, I hop up, maybe like 28 going, but it tells you how Yahweh is going. He said he's going to shoot that concentrated heat out of the ship, right? You know,
The father's ship. You know, identified flying object.
Okay, you got it, bro.
I get it. Yeah,
You
right.
know what I mean? Yeah. We, but men of the Lord, have identified.
Right, yeah, come. That's the identified flying object.
Right.
We know what it is.
Right. Back to the top in Isaiah 63. Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
He said, mighty to save.
Right.
That's his name. He is the deliverer. He is
Right.
salvation.
He saved. Yeah.
That's right.
So that's what he said, mighty to save. And that's what he's coming to do. Because what it said, Deuteronomy 28, chapter 68, it said, no man shall buy, meaning no man shall save. But then, I was trying to come back to save his people.
Yeah, he gonna be in all his glory, and we not supposed to, you know.
Yeah, you ain't going to see that?
Right.
Oh, that's why I said, one row, they're going to turn and look like, oh.
Hey, and we not supposed to praise the name of Yahweh Shai?
Cut, that's right, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, them niggas sometimes
The mediator,
yeah, cut. Come on, man.
the one we have to go through.
Even the mafia knew that. You couldn't just walk up. Boom, let me talk to the Godfather. Oh, watch out. Oh, man, you got to go through the. There's levels to this.
Right.
You can't just, like, oh, yeah, Father, just. No, where the son at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So we ain't
That's
supposed to worship
order.
Yahweh Shai. You guys
That's
are bugged out.
That's an orderly fashion. Because everybody want to take that place.
Right.
You got a lot of false prophets that want to take that place. Like you the king of kings.
Like that, that's
Like that nigga,
Nate.
Nate, and what's this nigga that died? 14th Street, fucking Bubble, what was it? He made characters like.
You talking about Ties of Death.
You niggas is bugging, man.
You talking about Ties of Death.
But he, the company.
Yeah, Ties of Death.
Yeah.
That's his church down there in Kensington.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Huh.
You know? That's not wrong.
Hey, you see what happens? More of them fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, man.
Because even Yahushua said, no man coming through the Father except
But
he
by
come
me.
through
Yeah.
Really paraphrasing.
Yeah.
You know, just that you can't talk to my woman to get to me. Or you can't know. It's certain order is what I'm saying.
All right.
You know what I'm saying, to things. You know? You can't just, you go to a job, you gotta go through the co-workers first. Can I speak to your supervisor? Then you go to the supervisor, then you can speak to the manager. Then the manager talks to you, you know what I mean?
You got it, brother. It's a little bit more than that, my brother.
I was about to destroy this place, man.
You see
And it says what? He's not gonna meet thee as a man.
Con.
Isaiah 47.
He's not coming back in the flesh that
That's
we are now.
Isaiah 47.
Yo, come.
Say, it's great, and it's a parable.
That's right.
That's gonna be an amazing day. It's never going to be a day like that ever again.
Talk about a memorial.
Word.
That might be a holiday in itself. The day you have a shot for Jesus, man.
Second Passover,
The second,
second Exodus. we about to exit this place.
Matter of
Yo,
fact,
with
real
that-
quick.
right.
Real quick. It says, Yahushai, then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, how long dost thou make us to doubt if thou be the Christ? Tell us plainly. Yahushua answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep,
Dang.
as I said unto you. So he lets you know, you're not of my sheep.
That's right, God.
That's possessive.
God,
That's Yahushua saying this, right? That's possessive.
God, that's right.
So he says, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
Yep.
And I give unto them eternal life. But we're not supposed to follow Yahushua. We're not supposed to worship Yahushua. He says, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
Yo,
Out
that's
of
not.
his hand. That's possessive.
That's right. Yep.
It says, my Father, which gave them me. So Yahweh gave us to Yahushua.
To Yahushua, yeah.
But we're not supposed
was
to worship
his
Yahushua.
That was his gift.
We're not supposed to follow Yahweh. Come on, man. You guys is bugged out. That's why the Lord has bugged you out.
He said, I'm gonna give you 144,000 good men.
Right. It says, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. So yeah, he's the mediator for us. So we absolutely worship Yahushua. Come on, man. You guys are simple minded.
Because they want to be worshipped.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah. Unbelievable,
Like
man.
that nigga Nate.
Unbelievable.
Yo,
Riding on a horse. He riding on a
yeah.
because
This
yeah,
nigga got on a fucking white horse.
like he empowered.
Yeah. And yo, that's pride.
Yeah. That's heavy pride.
That's a very prideful.
Yeah, that's a
I
prideful
would have been, if I would
spirit.
have been around there, short, I would have been like, what's this nigga doing on that man? Trying to be all lashed out and shit. The Lord don't deal with proper looks, man. You know? Yahushua, he didn't wear the fine garments. He said fine linen on king's houses. Why? Because it wasn't time for that. You know? It wasn't time to be ruling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We here as servants. Because Yahushua said he came as a servant. You know? And he knew what type of time, he knew the level he was on. But he still came as a servant to show us. You know, that's yo. Could you picture Nate getting on his knees, washing another man's feet?
Right.
You know? Yahushua did that. Because he gave that as an example for how we are to treat us, to treat each other.
Hey, well, to be a boss is to serve,
You know?
not to rule over. With a, you know, it's actually to serve.
Yo, matter of fact, one of the Passover I went to, one of the first Passovers I went to to Zion, we all washed each other's feet. I was like, man, that's a humbling experience.
Right.
Washing brothers' feet. Like,
Right. Right.
That's following in the image of Yahweh.
God.
Meanwhile, you know, you got carnal people say, "What? You wash somebody's feet? You wash your brother's feet?" Meanwhile, you got your head so far the white man's ass, we can't pull it out.
Like that.
They'll wash his feet.
But they'll wash his feet. I was gonna say, they'll wash his feet.
Yeah.
They'll bend over backwards. Literally bend over forwards
Right.
for the white man.
Right.
Because that all references as like being charitable,
Right.
but loving the Lord. When the Yahweh Shah was telling them, when I was in prison, you saw me, you visited me. When I was in hunger, you fed me.
Right.
When I was in thirsty, you know what I mean? Really baptized. We're doing that now towards each other.
Right.
Because that's the household of David. That's the tabernacle of David. Not these fucking Christians that use each other, you know, and tax each other and give interest into each other.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And have them knowing you can't eat pork or celebrate. Oh, just do it anyway. No, we standing on business.
Right.
You know, that's real love.
Yo, and these pastors, they getting outrageous. Well, they just basically letting you know flat out, like, we don't give a fuck about it.
Right.
They're hired to do that job. Furthermore, to keep from turning to the Lord. It was this one Jake pastor. He bought I think it was a Bentley, and he had it sitting in front of the congregation. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going." He's like, "I'm going to have me a good time tonight. I'm gonna go celebrate." He's like, he's like, y'all going to celebrate? If you going to celebrate with us? He was like, no. He's like, he want to celebrate by himself. But all that money that they're giving to these pastors, they're showing you what they're doing with it. You know, like the apostles, man. When they get arms and brothers send arms and everything, the types to them, they distribute it out correctly, man. To whoever needs it.
Yeah, and the kitty, it's like a kitty, right? If somebody's in need, hey, we got some money for it. That's the purpose. The purpose is not for one man to have a Bentley and 2 mansions, right? Meanwhile, Sister Betty can't even pay her light bill.
She done gave you the last of everything.
Her last, right? Because if you give him money, the Lord is going to bless you. The Lord is going to bless you, sister. So I'm past the plate. Past the plate. Yeah, that's what you is. You are past the plate.
And yo,
Bugged out, man.
There was another dude too, another pastor that he actually parked his Bentley inside the church, next to the pulpit.
Damn.
That was crazy. So when and he said,
Yeah. Right.
It was a gold Bentley he had to park inside of the church, right next to the pulpit where he was preaching at. And he was like, "Oh yeah, this is our Bentley. So we got this together, trying to pipe the crowd up." And he was like, "Yo, can we drive it?" He was like, "No."
Right.
But you was just saying that that's your
right.
Niggas is some jokes, man. God damn. That's wicked, man.
Yeah, that's wicked.
You're supposed to distribute the funds accordingly.
Yeah.
You know, not buy this goddamn what was it, Kenneth Cole, I believe it was, Kenneth Copeland, that's his name. That fucking demon, man.
That the guy who wanted the plane or something like that?
Yeah, he was like, oh. No, they asked him how much did he spend on, I think it was TD Snakes, his jet. Something he was saying, he was like, I think it's something about a devil son. He's like, but don't say I said that. Them niggas, that's all. Yo, matter of fact, I think it was Joel Osteen. If it wasn't him, there was another pastor, right? Robert Tilt. He was a fucking con man, right? And my mom used to get to they used to give him they would basically try to distribute like holy water. Send it in the mail. Oh, this is your holy water. You send all this money, this, that, and you're supposed to write him a letter, whatever. They found out he was scamming because he had all of those letters that the people was writing back to him. He was in the trash. All he was worried about was the money. And they said he was a dude. He was like heavy in the streets, I guess. He was like a con man. He went to jail, so he said that his ultimate con. He was like, how he's going to get money when he came out of jail was becoming a pastor. He's like, that was the easiest way to get money from him.
Right, it's a hustle.
Yeah, good.
Hey, it's a hustle.
They
I
showed
got
really good time.
a precept.
Amazing.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25,
Damn, I was just reading that.
verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come ye blessed of my father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat.
Right.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink.
That's talking about his money.
Huh.
That's what he's talking about. We ain't talking about him per se, but if you do that to his men, you
Yeah. We'll get to it. It says, I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Yahweh Bashmiel Shah, when saw we thee a hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Right. Man, he said what? To the least.
Right,
That's heavy.
right.
And yo, that let you know, man, you know, you can't treat brothers any type of way.
That's right.
You don't know who that man is.
That's right, right.
That's why you walk on eggshells with brothers. You try to like, just hey man, treat them how you treat your house.
Hey, and that's why I say in the scriptures, hey, you say you love me and you hate your brother
Yeah, your brother right in front of your feet.
right in front of your face. I'll say ye love me,
Exactly.
right?
That's right.
You full of shit is basically what
Basically,
is going on.
Got dudes that do that shit.
Right,
Oh, but then again, look what they did to Yahushua. They ain't believe on him, but the ones that believed on him, that's what we saw about my sheep and my boy.
right.
You know, other niggas, they couldn't get the tune to the music.
Yo, you used to have what's that nigga down in I think it was Atlanta. The head boy that was in Atlanta, he ended up getting kicked out when Apostle Obama went down there.
I'm talking about your
He was taking money for that one.
Oh no, that dude.
I already was collecting
Because the
debit
thing
cards.
is,
Yeah,
I say that to
he had a
say,
debit card for everybody in the camp.
I say that to
Dang.
say you can't rob the Lord. And that's what these Christians and Catholics are doing. And then you have men that take advantage of brothers.
Right,
You know, you can't do that either.
right,
Like, oh, I'm just no. Because now you try to take advantage of the Lord. You know, you taking advantage of the one that was sent. You know, well, what was it? Yeah, when Yahushua said, it's not me that you're coming after, the one that sent me.
right.
Really prophets. So now you're going after the Lord, the Heavenly Father. You know, and to back you up real quick, in Proverbs 22 and 22, it says, rob not the poor, because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. You know? So we got a lot of people that take advantage of the poor because they are. It says, rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. You don't want to oppress a man that's already being afflicted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now what's that showing? You a piece of shit.
Right.
You taking advantage because you kicking somebody while they down instead of trying to lift them up. You know? And you can do that in many ways. Trying to take their bread, trying to take their scheming on their woman, trying to take advantage of them. You know, that goes a long way. There's levels to it. You know? And niggas want to act like, oh, that's my... All right. You know, just like now, for example, when the 2020. All these Christians, all these family orientated people, you know, they was going against each other when the times broke loose. So the Lord Yahweh Shah warned us about divisions amongst the households of these people, the families. The man's foe shall come in that of his own household. Whether it's a church, whether it's your house, whether it's your family, whether whatever, you know.
Hey, that's that curse stuff. Deuteronomy 28, right? Hey, it's have an evil eye towards your brother, right? We always been the crab in a barrel mentality, right? Because of the curses, right? Because we wanted to go off and do our own thing. So the Lord put that curse on us. What other nation of people will look at each other and then want to kill each other? You don't hear that from any other nation. What you looking at? What you looking at? Right?
Yeah,
Come on,
on
man.
the boondocks. It's like, what you looking at? Yeah. These niggas just crossed each other.
Right. Yes.
They
It's
call
good.
it the
They
nigga
emptied
moment.
they emptied the whole clip in his shit. Damn. You niggas can't aim for
Right. But hey, that's how it was. But you see, the brothers that's in a righteous spirit, we greet each other with love. If you see a brother, you know, hey, like, what's up, brother? You might not even know him, but you in the spirit, because that's how we used to greet each other, with love, nothing but love.
Who died for us? Who died for us? Yahweh Shai died for us. The first spirit. A lot of these niggas won't die for their mans.
Right, no.
When all hell break loose.
At all.
They gonna turn them in.
They gonna turn them against
At all.
each other.
Yeah.
Niggas be turning each other in.
So it's not about
Right.
being tough, it's about your belief and your love
Yeah.
towards Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim Ukar Kadash.
Right.
And you're gonna show that. You're not just
Right.
gonna be like, that's my man's, I die. You're gonna be like, yo,
Yeah.
she's gonna do it.
First of all, you wouldn't need to say it.
You don't gotta say, oh,
Right.
I'm humble. You
Yeah.
gotta say you're humble.
Right.
You don't gotta
You
say,
know what? You trying to convince yourself.
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we're supposed to follow.
Yeah.
What Yahweh Shai did, he laid his life down. So hey man, you gotta lay our life down for the creator, not the creature.
Right.
What he
Not this,
said? He
you know?
said, "No man takes my life. I lay it down."
Yeah.
That's a heavy statement, man.
Hey, because he said, what? I have a legion
Is that
of angels here. Tear your asses up.
Yeah, that's how
Like,
he's that guy. Man.
Right.
He's that because
Yeah.
he could have easily did something to us, man. I got a precept for you from what you saw about earlier
John.
about robbing the Most High. It's Malachi chapter 3 and 8. It says, "You have robbed God." The headliner. It says Malachi chapter 3 and 8. It says, "Will a man rob God, the Most High? Yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tights and offerings." It says in tights and offerings, and that's what that is like the brother said. They passed that goddamn collection plate around the church 100 times.
Right.
You know, we got this fund, that the building fund, last need this fund.
And ain't nothing been built in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. The building falling apart.
Right.
That
That building fund is for his house, his second house.
Yup. His Bentley fund. It's like that nigga Creflo. He needs a lyric check.
Yeah, that's what it was. Creflo Dollar. Yeah.
Dumbass. But it says, verse 9, back in Malachi
I'm
3
betting
and 9.
can't even pay rent.
God. It says, "Ye are cursed with the curse, for ye have robbed me, even this whole nation.
Wow.
Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now herewith, saith Yahweh of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be that there shall not be room enough to receive it." God damn.
Hey, what was that hurricane? What was that hurricane that happened a few years back in Houston? You had that white pastor. He didn't want to open his door for his
Oh,
door.
you're talking about that was Joel Osteen.
Oh, yeah.
Austin, right?
Yeah.
But yo, they found out after they ran through his walls. They broke down his walls in the church. They found nothing but bundles of money.
Money. Yeah.
That's like it.
God, the whole flop.
whole.
That's why Yahweh Shah referred to him as what? The den of thieves.
Yeah.
And that's what it said. They do the types.
The den of thieves, man.
Yeah.
How you gonna rob the Lord's people?
All right.
Lord is now.
This nigga
Hey,
had
man.
money in the wall.
Why do you think Yahweh Shah made the parable? No, we're not getting into the parables again. But with the lady that gave the mites, bro, she gave everything she had,
Oh, yeah.
you know, in front of the church. She gave everything she had. But you have rich men giving, oh, here,
Right.
here.
Right.
Not just showing the good, you know, but it's an example because that's the same spirit these people are in now. You got some, because that woman represents the elect that's given everything that they have now, you know, like the Yahweh Shah, where he told the rich man, give up, sell everything you want, everything you got, and follow me. He was like, no,
I was just about to bring
That's
that
the
out.
same-
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
same
yeah,
example.
yeah.
like these niggas.
He was like,
My My child got it.
all that money I got
Father, you.
and leave all of these riches?
It's going down tonight.
It's going down. He going like 80 in that little SUV.
It's a lot of judgment going on.
Yeah. Hey, my guy said earlier, it's going down in Philly, huh?
Yeah, see the helicopter now, the damn cops are on the bikes. And it's crazy because you ain't see no dirt bikes.
Oh, they going to get something. Something's happening all over the place.
Yeah. They got the motorcycle cops, the chips.
Hey, you see, and it's round about us, right? Because when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, hey, they're the angels.
No weapon,
Angel in
no
them,
weapon formed against us.
you know, protecting us. But all this madness is happening around us because the word of the Lord is coming out,
That's right. Yo, come.
you know?
The wrinkles feathers.
Yeah.
You know? And to get that vibration, that vibration.
John. Yeah.
God, yeah, hey. You know?
Oh,
Judgment is happening, man. All throughout the world, judgment.
Judgment.
Rapidly. You know, it's
Judgment.
gonna be let not your flight be in the winter or in the Sabbath day. You know, what did Joe Biden say? What? Oh, it's 20, where he was like Operation or Warp Speed.
Oh, shit.
You know?
That's right now.
Yeah.
We seeing it now. We happening now. You know?
So the times is, yo, we was talking about earlier, the times is speeding up.
It's speeding up
We
like
were just
crazy.
at camp yesterday.
Yeah. And they was saying,
You know?
the earth is supposed to be spinning fast or something like that. So the Lord.
It's definitely spinning fast because it's November.
Which
25 is about to be
but-
over.
But just to, you know, we
Yo,
know
where did this year go?
Right.
the earth don't spin. The constellation spins around us. But they try to make it seem. But they try to play it off. Wait, that's why they got the doomsday clock. Where they get that from?
We about to be in 2026.
Because the Lord is torturing them. The Lord is torturing them.
That would be beautiful if the Lord ended it the next year.
Right.
That would be beautiful.
Hey.
That MOTB could happen next year. Everything is already.
here.
Yeah.
Everything is already.
It's
in
set.
place.
It's set.
Yeah, the system's set up.
Yeah. It's set up.
All right, all we gotta do is just roll it out.
We
Make a man feel
here.
the same way they did the.
We
Oh, my God.
here.
What do you think?
There's no way, man.
This is good.
Shit.
Hey, yo, that's crazy because that's what
Yeah, and that's what's
other people about to be doing. This.
Yeah.
The garbage, man.
And that was I think he was. I don't know. If it was like it.
Yeah.
Could be a chick.
Right.
You never know.
Don't be surprised, brothers, when you see, you know what I mean? You know,
Yo, they gonna
people
be
that had a
nice,
job
you know.
yesterday looking in the garbage today.
Right. That's what's happening.
We just say that because of their pride. The job, the people with the real good jobs and all that, this is pride.
All right. Hey, and when they lose it, they're not going to know what to do. They're going to be so bugged out because they never had to fight for anything.
What it says that the grinding shall cease.
Huh?
You know,
Oh,
and we're seeing it now.
Oh, the mirth.
How many
The mirth.
layoffs?
Gone.
How many resignments?
So you had
Look at the airplanes.
Right.
You're not even gonna be, you can't. All the TSA workers is like, yo, fuck this. You got federal workers that's like, yo, 6 months, No, I mean, not 6 months. 6 weeks.
Right.
You ain't get paid. Now you experience on top of
You got bills.
the snaps, on top of
Yeah.
WIC, you got women that's federal workers that got snaps
Right.
and WIC, but they single women. So you got, and then you got to think about it. They can't pay. They lose their job. They can't pay their mortgage. Now the landlord can't pay his landlord.
Right.
So it's all a domino effect.
Cars getting repossessed
So
too.
now, our businesses, they losing workers. So now those businesses, the CEOs, can't pay the higher ups to make their monthly income do the. So now they got to go bankrupt.
Yeah, because sometimes they most of the time rent the building, right? They
Right.
don't own the building. They may be
Exactly.
the CEO of that company, but they got rent to pay.
They got rent to pay.
Yeah.
That's why you got banks collapsing as well.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's a script.
You know?
I just looked this up. I looked up a list of all the banks closing in 2025. It says
God.
It says in 2025, Pulaski Savings Bank, Chicago, and the Santa Ana National Bank in Texas were closed due to failure. Many physical branches of larger banks are also closing in 2025, including
Woo.
Bank of America
DOA.
and Wells Fargo.
DOA is DOA.
Does that? Yo, good. That's right. Yo, good. It says driven by a shift toward online banking. And this ain't and our online banking. I said, look, that different stuff. It says Lloyd's Banking Group
Exactly.
is shutting down numerous branches in the UK. What we got? Basically, it says other banks like Citizens Bank, Fulton Bank, PNC Bank, and TD Bank are also closing branches in specific locations, such as Pennsylvania.
And then you look at the interviews with J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan could tell you himself that these all them branches
Right.
are fading away.
Yep.
The middleman are fading away.
Yep.
Like the Cash App, PayPal,
Yeah.
Zen, Venmo, because they doing away with the middleman. You know, so it's gonna be strictly to the Fed, strictly to that digital
Right.
wallet,
Yep.
strictly to, you know. So you're gonna have the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be
That's
no
it.
in between
Right.
anymore. Like that's why it tells you in the scriptures, the rich and the poor, the free and the bond. Not no in between. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
They say middle class.
Yeah. Ain't no shade of gray.
The only thing middle is your,
Black
is just
and
your
white.
asshole. That's how you gonna look when that shit.
Yeah.
That's
pause.
how,
Damn.
hey,
But nah, look, I looked up.
that's how they gonna look. They gonna be like,
It says,
"Ah."
now I got the list of the stores closing in 2025. A lot of these stores, well, we're seeing closing, but a lot of these stores, you got Jake working there, for security.
Yeah. And who
managers.
thought that Sears was going to close?
What?
Kmart.
Yeah, and that was
Strawbridge and Clothier back in the day,
And
right?
you know what? The first time I bumped into the Plain Tables camp, I was working for King.
Right.
That close. Look, damn, y'all, come on, man. But nah, it's a list of stores closed in 2025. Macy's,
Damn.
got Family Dollar, Joanne Fabrics and Crafts.
Woo, yeah, they've been.
Yo,
Yeah.
Party City.
Oh,
Now, that's the murder. The people want to
yeah,
party and all that.
right.
All that party spirit is going out
Oh.
of Babylon. Man. It says Kohl's, Walgreens, which they got one around the way to Kohl's.
Yep.
CVS,
They going
JC Penney.
bankrupt, yeah.
Right Aid.
Yep. Got it. It says Big Lots, GameStop. Damn, GameStop.
Mm.
Advanced Auto Parts, Foot Locker, Office Depot, Sears, Starbucks, and Billabong.
Damn,
Wal-
Starbucks is a
Qualcomm,
big
and
company.
Quicksilver.
Yeah.
That used to be Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well, they had a Starbucks
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
before they changed. They had that fucking damn deity on it. No, but hey, then that also lets you know that Babylon is shutting down.
Yeah.
You know? And these companies been around for a long time. Man.
What it say? I believe Second Ezra 6. when he spoke about the storehouses
What even said?
being shut.
Oh,
Walmart. Hey, Walmart, we can see Walmart. But you know the family that owns Walmart, because it makes sense for Walmart to close. Because they say the way it's gearing up is to where
they're gonna use them as warehouses.
like FEMA camps and things like that.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
God damn, yo.
because they
this is
started
crazy.
building up like. You know the prisons
Yeah.
where they had the tall towers
Yep.
on every corner of the prison block.
Yeah.
They're having those in Walmarts.
Ah. Yeah.
Yo, check this out. And this is how you know Macy's is an old ass company. All right, I looked this up. It says Macy's has been around for over 165 years, having first opened its doors in 1858. God damn.
Dang.
The original drive-thru store was founded by Roland Hussey Macy in New York City. It said year of opening 1858. Founder Roland Hussey Macy. Original location was New York City at the corner of 14th Street and 6th Ave. That was the first Macy. Now that gives you an idea. 165 years. Right? That store been open damn near as long as America was a country.
Ah.
It's short because America been around for 250 years now.
About
Yeah.
It is 250 because they just talking
Next,
about it too.
in 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday, America. We're 250 years old. Well, this place is about to fucking die.
But see, you can't make that up. That's why. What was it? 2 years ago, you had all these CEOs of these major corporations, these franchise businesses,
Resign.
resign, collect their money,
All right.
and get up out of it.
Yeah.
Like with the
They in
truck
them bunkers
drivers, the
right now.
truck drivers at
Yeah. Lisa, you won't see me reporting to work every day.
Them niggas fled
I'm
to
in them
Sweden and
bunks.
shit.
Yeah.
To New Zealand, they not even in the U.S.
All right.
If you really smart,
All right.
you get the fuck out of the U.S. If you was an Edomite, well, if you an Edomite, no matter where you go, you gonna be a slave.
Yeah, we're gonna round you up. We're gonna get you out of wherever you at. You come and do some work now. You gonna do this work. You gonna get this work.
God.
I'm trying to find this real fast. Oh shit, damn. I looked up, but it ain't give me 2025, but you said they was running to the bunkers. And also I looked at the suicide rate in America. Because you had them CEOs jumping off the building.
Yeah,
Killing
Right.
themselves because they know what's coming. It says
And them niggas get survival for white rice and eggs.
that's right. It says latest US data. It says 2023 provisional data. The provisional number of suicide deaths in the U.S. was approximately 49,316, with an AIDS-adjusted rate of 14.1 per 100,000 population.
That was a 1 year.
Yeah, correct. It says this rate remained essentially unchanged from 2022.
Damn.
It says, all right, so look, damn,
only
2022
3
was, 2022 was all right. It says, 2022 says there were 49,476 suicide deaths, the highest record recorded number with an age-adjusted rate of 14.2 per 100,000. This rate was similar to the previous high in 2018.
Yeah,
But these niggas is killing themselves.
Yeah.
that niggas is killing each other.
No, they killing themselves. And no, it
And
says
each
the suicide. It says key trend suicide is the second leading cause of death for teens and young adults aged 10 to 34.
That's
Damn.
That's crazy.
normally Edomites.
Yeah.
Because Jake don't
Nah,
chase.
it's bullshit. Jake be killing himself. Jake killed himself. I know a couple
Oh, that
niggas
was a
that killed
general
themselves.
estimate?
Yeah, that's just it, just a general.
Mm.
Nah, the Jake, man, I know a couple Jakes that killed
Not Jake,
themselves. I know this one Jake killed himself over a chick, man.
Dang.
You know? Matter of fact, and they got a video like that. It was
One
it was
box.
the Jake, yeah. Remember that? Yeah.
Dang.
One box. He killed, and you we was young. We was teenagers. I'm looking at this nigga like, you fucking serious, dog? Like, come on. That shows your weakness, man.
Right.
Then you had what was it? There was this one Jake. I think it was in New York City. It was in the projects or whatever. So you see Jake walk his chick to the elevator. So I guess it ain't had no sound, so I guess they broke up or whatever. So as soon as she gets on the elevator, the doors close, this nigga pulls a gun and shoots herself in the fucking head. Over one bus.
Simping.
But
Dang.
these Edomites killing themselves. They know that their kingdom is falling.
Right.
And they know, and they got the they got insiders. Man.
Right. They know what they
get
gonna
the
have to
scoop,
do.
man. They get the scoop until the next. And yo, and Esau, they the type that kill themselves. They kill their whole family to kill themselves.
Right. Yeah, that's what they do. They definitely do that. Oh, they gonna take my woman
Yeah, exactly.
and my
I'm
kids.
killing everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill
Yeah.
myself because I don't want to go to jail.
Right.
But the
man,
scriptures, and it's heavy because the scriptures do say, "What a man shall seek, definitely shall not find it."
Right, huh?
So on that day, a nigga could jump off a 16-story bam
Right.
and still be alive.
Right.
You know, you're gonna have people try to take themselves out before the troops arrive at your front door.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because
how
you got
this is
all
going.
your family in the basement, and you there ready to grenades and all that. Like,
Hey, my God said, I can't have them. You can't have them either.
It's okay, yeah.
because
Fuck
that's
nobody can.
that's the mentality of Esau.
Yeah, it is. That's how selfish he is. You know what
He's
I'm
trying to take all the Israelites out.
saying? Yeah.
Father, if I can, he's trying to probably talk. Esau probably talking to the Heavenly Father like, if you can't have, if I can't have him, you can't have him.
Right.
Ah,
Right. Yeah.
the Lord's about to give us spiritual powers to override that.
Right.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
With all the
No.
technology that they got.
Yeah.
It's got the divine intervention.
They're gonna send all
Ain't no
type
way in
of
hell you
drones
get
against
that.
us.
And yo, they this AI technology. IUIC is they so fucking weirdos.
Oh,
man.
I already know.
Cause yo, they got this AI, yeah, and they
Right.
really going into it. They trying to make themselves seem like they're superheroes. You know,
You saw that.
with Nate on there and this guy
They were
flying and all
worshiping
this
him.
shit.
Oh.
In the cartoon, they
man.
were
But
worshiping.
no, yeah, that's
I
what
know, I saw
yeah,
it.
but that's what
Dang.
you got. And on top of that,
Dang.
now you got Nate on
Bugged
that
out,
shit.
man.
Yo, it was a dude from ISUPK, bro. I seen his Facebook profile. The Facebook profile of General Yohana. I said, oh my God. A drawn picture, like a cartoon. I said, yo, why do you got this man's picture on your profile? I said, that's your guy? That's the commanding general. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's like us putting a Apostle Hart picture on.
Right.
No, we don't do that. You know, we respect the man because he's a man of the Lord, you know, but we're not worshiping him. You
Yeah.
know, we worship Yahweh in the Father, man.
Hey, we
You know,
get
we
double
don't worship
honors,
no
right?
man. Yeah,
And
exactly.
respect.
Yeah, that's respect. That's
Yeah.
why we get double honors.
Yeah.
You know? But we ain't, prophet, God. No, we're not doing all that, man.
Right, because even
And he wouldn't want that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know a true leader
Exactly.
and true man of the
Like,
Lord.
Don't worship him.
Right.
Who else said that?
Right. Everybody else want that fame and glory.
Who else? But
Praise.
I'm asking, who else said that when they bowed down?
Right.
The
That was
angels.
the angel. No, he said, don't. I'm a fellow
The
son.
angels was like,
Yeah,
don't bow
I'm
down.
your
to
brother.
me.
Yeah, I'm your
And that
brother.
was the angel.
So I had a testimony of Yahweh.
Yeah.
Right, so why, if you can't bow to the angels, why bow to another man?
Exactly.
That's
And
why,
yo,
that's why I was asking that. You
Well,
know?
yeah, but then you got like kings. They used to bow down to them.
Like, you
Long
show
live the
respect,
king,
like
that's
a-
Yeah,
their God.
respect. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not worshiping.
You not put them on
'Cause
a
that's why-
higher pedestal, even in sometimes in your shop.
Yeah, kind of,
Right,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
and the reason for
He's
that,
the king of kings.
that's
Yeah.
why we celebrate them during the time of Mordecai and Esther, because they wasn't bowing. They would have respect for the king, but they were like, no, we're gonna worship the Father. That's when this Edomite that died with his children, Haman,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and try to and now I had the king to kill all the Israelites. But they was just saying, yo, we still got respect for the king. So Yahweh Shah said, regular season with the seasons. We still gonna obey the law. We still going out jaywalk. We still gonna stop at the red light. We still gonna, you know what I'm saying? Koreans walking by, we ain't gonna stone them. It's not experience. It's not
We're
experience.
not,
Right.
we're not putting on no God.
We're showing that
No.
respect, but to worship them. We in the world. We're not of it. We work. We make money. The love of money is the we're not worshiping the money.
Right. And we're not going to do anything against the scriptures either. Because if you go back to the seven brothers, right? Hey, the king just wanted them to do what he wanted them to do. You look at that other brother that the king said, just act like you eating pork. We're not even going to give you pork, but just act like it's
No, I
pork.
think that was Zechariah, if I'm not mistaken.
Matter of fact, we
We always bring that out. Yeah, we always do bring that out. Yeah.
Zechariah, something like that.
he was an elder. He was an elder.
Right.
He was,
Yeah, that's not in that's in the Apocrypha. That story's in the Apocrypha. Yeah.
I forget.
That story is in the Apocrypha.
Eleazar.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In the
He
Apocrypha,
was
right?
90 years old. He was a 90-year-old scribe and teacher of the law. That was in Second Maccabees.
Yep.
I know. I remember you brought that out a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, Eliezer.
Because basically they
He
wanted
said, you ain't going to stain my name.
they wanted him to become like a devil to deceive the people.
Right. So this is what it says. Matter of fact, it's Second Maccabees 6:18 to 31. That scenario right there. But it says Eliezer, just eat the pork under protest.
Right. Right.
That's what they, and because they knew he wasn't going to eat it. But
Right.
They wanted him to fake like,
Yeah.
that's how much the devil this fucking man is. You know, you want a respected elder and a teacher of the law, so he knows the law. So they're going to go to him, just break this law for us.
Just lied to the
They
people.
can't.
Basically.
That's crazy, because now that they're trying to put all that blood on that man's hands, you know, you know? Just like, you know, when it comes to the MOTB. Now that's going to become a law, but that's a lot of it came from.
Right.
You know?
Right.
When
So,
Yahweh Saddam Hussein became
yeah.
good.
Hey, and you know what? And a lot of blood fell on the men that allowed their students to take the jump shot.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Hey.
That's why, and I
And
think-
the heads probably didn't even take the jump shot.
Hey, and here's a simple thing that they're doing. Not calling on the name of Yahweh while you have a shot.
That's right.
So you following a man rather than the scriptures. Many scriptures that tell you to call on his name.
That's right, yo, that's right.
Right?
But that means you can't change. There's no getting
Hey.
another name. They ain't teaching them that. That's
And you calling
knowing
on
the name of the
Jesus.
Father and the Son is the beginning of wisdom, man. That's the beginning of wisdom right there, man.
They might as well say all hell Caesar.
Yeah.
That's what the
Bugged out.
fucking name means, Jesus. El Zeus. That's what it means. You know? What you got it, bro? You want to read a little bit of that?
Yeah. It says,
And yo, guess what? They're gonna try to do this again with the seed, man.
huh,
Now,
yeah.
but now they're going to use your athletes and your actors, you know,
Hey.
your community leaders, religious leaders, and that's how I know. Them niggas, bro, when they take that, they tell you to take it, and you do that shit. That's on you, man.
Right.
You know, and that means that you were numbered for that. Man. You were numbered for the spirit.
Right.
You wasn't numbered for salvation. You wasn't preordained for that.
God.
You were predestined for death, man.
God. And hey, in Second Maccabees 7 is the seven brothers. So now we can remember it's just in the chapter before. That's all we got to remember now. Because we always used to be like, well, where's that? Who is that?
And they was like, they weren't going for that shit.
Right.
We're not going. Now, what was that? What was that supposed to? I was like, get a little fast. But they was man, the king was trying to get them to do something. But it was crazy because they killed so many of them, and they turned to the mother like, God damn, just talk to your son. Yeah, talk to him. Yeah, like I'm
No,
tired of killing
the seven brothers?
Yeah.
That was swine's flesh too.
Huh?
It was the next chapter.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what was the king trying to get him to do?
Eat swine's flesh.
Oh shit!
Next chapter.
Huh.
So they went from Eleazar to the seven brothers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of our people fled to the mountain. That's why a lot of our people fled to the mountains during the Seleucid Empire when the king started regulating his new laws, which King Nero's doing now, you know, because now in Canada, they coming at people's Bibles,
Yeah.
you know. Now they coming down on the word.
Right.
Now they checking your phones at turnpikes.
Yeah.
If you putting up certain information on your phone, come here, get out your car.
They saying now, you can get up to 5 years in jail if you say something bad about them.
Right.
So yo, that right there lets you know.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Who's running?
Right. Come on.
Like, come on, man. You can't speak bad about them. You can talk bad about
Anybody else?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Say something bad about them smart.
Right.
Nobody's going to
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 18. Eleazar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well-favored countenance,
That's it, 90 years ago.
was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
Now you see this, and this man, this elder right here, knew better. But
Right.
what you jakes do, you love that shit.
You
can't
eat
get
every
enough of it.
piece of that
You can't get enough.
fucking
You eat the whole
pig.
goddamn
Yeah, his
pig.
nose, his ears.
all that shit.
Hey.
Like yo, when they had that, I was working the shop right on Aramingo. What was it? Every Christmas season, and I believe.
Oh, they gotta have their hand.
Yo,
Gotta have their hand.
they would have this nigga come with a whole fucking roasted pig.
Damn.
That shit used to stink the fucking market up. I used to be like, God damn.
Northern
Watch
tribes
those
is good
people,
for
they
that
cut-
shit
Yeah,
too.
they would cut it.
Yeah.
They cut the
The
head
whole
off.
pig.
Somebody wanted the head.
Yeah. Esau, Edom is real good for that. They have that thing twirling around.
Yeah.
A whole goddamn pig. Some
Yo,
sick people.
with the
man.
apple in the mouth.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You know this bullshit. You want to eat
Right.
an apple with it.
They even eat the asshole.
Yeah, but yo.
Yeah.
Man, what's up with you?
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, God damn.
Pause.
Because these people are
Damn.
assholes.
Yeah.
They-
Let me read the
Instead of
scripture.
what you might as well, because they eat the intestines.
Yeah.
That's shit.
It says, but he, choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with
See
such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to the torment.
And we got to be like that.
Right.
And that's an example of our forefathers.
That's standing 10 toes down.
And like you said about the Southern brothers, the same thing.
Right.
They didn't want to eat pork. So
Wow.
the only thing different, but this time now, that's coming around is going to be that Michael Cedar.
Wow.
You know, and they're going to try to. They're going to want you to take it. If you don't take it, they're going to put you to death.
Right.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
A lot of men, like John the Revelator saw the men that was beheaded for standing so stiffly out by Shimei Shad. So that lets you know that it's going to happen. That's why the guillotine is back in. It's a weapon used for capital punishment.
Right.
Bill Clinton signed it. And, matter of fact, let me look it up. I don't know. Just to get a little false information. Where did Bill Clinton sign the guillotine for capital punishment? Come. All right, here we go. It says Bill Clinton did not sign a bill to introduce the guillotine for capital punishment. The guillotine has not been used in the United States for capital punishment. Clinton did sign in 1994 Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act in September 1994, which expanded the federal death penalty to more crimes. And in 1996, Anti-Terrorism and Effective Death Penalty Act, which restricts appeals for death row impact. Damn, that's crazy. So you can't even appeal that.
Dang.
So yo, guess what? And it said what? Anti-Terrorism and Effective Death Penalty Act.
Mm.
So what do they consider us?
Right.
Domestic teas.
Right.
You know? No, guess what? They're going to try to
Lying out your damn
That's what
mouth.
it's going to be. The death penalty. You don't want to take the chick off with his head.
Right.
You know?
And they showed you a scenario. I forgot what movie it was, but the people was all locked up in the concentration camp, locked up. They had all the guillotines up there. And it was this one dude, I forgot the Jake actor, but they was leading him to the guillotine, the beheading. They was beheading everybody. And while he was walking to the guillotine, I forgot what scripture he was quoting. But he was quoting scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And people looking at him like he's crazy. But hey man, that's gonna be us soon. Man. Oh Lord's willing, we don't have to go that route. You know, but that's a possibility. That's a part of this game that we're in, if you will, for lack of better terms. You know, that's a consequence to what we're involved in, and that's what they want to do to us. You know, why for speaking the truth, and they're trying to usher in that new system. You know, what's that new system? That's the Lord is going to bring a new system. The Lord is going to bring a new world order. All right, we puts everything back in subjection to us. You know, even the animals are going to be in tune with us again.
All right.
It ain't going to be like you can have your little 2-year-old dog that's playing with fucking wild bears. They ain't going to do nothing to you.
Not licking.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to sip them on these shit. That's going to be her pet shit. You know?
We're going to be at league with the earth.
That's right. But right now, this whole place is out of course. You got it, brother.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16.
Right.
And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or on his forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, that him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Right. Hey, yo, that's what it is. That's when this prophecy comes out, man, it's over.
So,
Babylon, and yo, things are really going on. You think things are going bad? Just wait until they implement that thing. Now watch how you talk about warp speed. Shit. Just like the brother said, we used to say camp yesterday. That's what it feels like.
yeah.
Shit, you're gonna feel like we was at camp a couple hours ago.
All right.
You know, when the Lord starts speeding this thing.
And this shit gonna feel like we woke up from a goddamn nightmare, which this is.
Because yo, the Lord, you know, and yo, Jacob's trouble is that's gonna be an intense period of time.
All right.
No, I don't know how long it's gonna be. Even if it's a month, yo, that's
A lot of shit happens, yeah.
You ever
Right.
had in
Yeah.
your life
Right, because if you think about it,
since it was a nation.
Right.
when the woman is in travail, you got periods of time where it comes back and down, you know, it's at ease. Intense at ease. But once it's coming out, that whole, however long it takes, for that baby to come out that moment, that's the most
Yeah, that pain.
non-stop. That's like non-stop. It ain't just, oh, I'm gonna relax now. The hand is out. It just, it got it.
You ain't gonna get no epidural.
Right.
So now we see the little steps, the gradual steps, boom, boom, boom. Now we're seeing how intense it is. Once it fully hits, it's not gonna stop.
Right.
Until Yahweh shall come back. That's the only way we're gonna get a body. Yahweh Shah has to come back, and not Esau will not stop.
Right.
That was
Hey,
not gonna stop.
I say no flesh gonna be saved.
No, that's the spirit.
God.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
You know? So
14.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
And yo, once we just talk about worshiping, we worship Yahweh. So,
Right.
right, we're not going to worship the beast. And it's what we said, we're made in the image of Yahweh Shah. And this is the image of Esau.
You know what? He got the rock on his shoulder.
Oh shit. Man.
That's what he said. You know what I mean?
That's
That's it. Just like in the three holy children. They ain't bow down to Nebuchadnezzar, to that statue.
They ain't bow down to their idols.
Right.
You know?
Even with Velvet and Dragons,
Yeah.
they're gonna try to manipulate shit. It says, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they had no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahushua HaMashiach.
All right, let's keep the commandments of the Most High, the laws. To the best of our ability here in Bethlehem. The Lord's will is edifying. So next week, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash. Yahweh, to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the great millstone, Shalom to the elect. So next week, we're going to see Muwafa, Baba, Ball,
Wafa.
Kwam, Yashua.
Come Yasha.
Your brother. This shit ready to light, boy. Shalom. Yo, at the camp, boy, you be feeling refreshed. Shalom, Magan. Yo, yo, I swear, it's like a breath.